Update: my girlfriend's conventionally attractive friend did a loyalty test on me. I'm not sure how to continue with our relationship. Original post: I, 25 male, have been dating Becca, 24 female, for 6 months now. Everything was going great until her birthday 2 months ago. Up until then, I'd met a couple of her friends, but just 1 or 2 at a time. This was the first time meeting a lot of her friends, and the first time I'd be hanging out with them all in a big group. We had what I thought was a great night, until that night when I took Becca home. Becca asked me what I thought of her friend Sadie, 23 female. I'd exchanged maybe 2 sentences with Sadie, so I just said that she seemed cool. Becca then asked me if I thought Sadie was pretty, to which I responded she was, but not nearly as pretty as Becca. I thought that was a safe answer because I didn't want to say her friend wasn't pretty, but I also wanted her to know that I only had eyes for her. But Becca was like, "So you do think she's pretty?" I knew it. Pretty and cool. I didn't think much of this because Becca was quite intoxicated, so I just brought her some Gatorade and helped her get into bed. I figured Becca wouldn't remember this interaction the next morning, but she called me and apologized. She explained that Sadie was conventionally attractive and had a history of taking men that Becca wanted, and she didn't want that to happen to me. I assured her that wouldn't happen. I told her the honest truth, which was that with all the new faces I was seeing, I hardly remembered what Sadie looked like. I told her, too, that if Sadie kept going after men she knew Becca wanted, she should consider distancing herself from Sadie. Again, I thought that would be the end, but for the past 2 months, Sadie has somehow come up in every conversation. Did I follow Sadie's Instagram? Had I talked to Sadie since the party? Even when I give her a compliment, she brings up Sadie. Just last week, she got a new pair of jeans, and I told her how great her butt looked in them. And she went on this tirade about how she had to spend so much money just to get a pair of jeans that looked decent on her, while Sadie looked like a supermodel in Walmart jeans. I'm not that dumb. I know that Becca has complex underlying issues, and that the Sadie fixation is just a manifestation of those issues. I don't want to invalidate her, but I get the sense that Sadie is not a problem so much as Becca's insecurities. I'm like a broken record with how often I remind her that she's hot and smart, that she has a great life, a great job, and a great guy, if I do say so myself, LOL. And there's no reason for her to compare herself to Sadie or anyone else. That Walmart jeans are trash, but I'm sure she would look good in them if she really wanted some. I've suggested therapy, which she says is a waste. It just seems like nothing I do helps. And I know it's her issue and not mine, but it's starting to drain me too. The breaking point came a couple of nights ago when I got an Instagram DM request from Sadie, saying she thought I was cute and asking if I wanted to hang out sometime. This was followed by a series of DMs basically saying she knew I was with Becca, but she thought I could do better, and if I gave her a chance, she could show me what I was missing. Without responding, I took a screenshot and immediately blocked her. Then yesterday, I showed Becca the screenshot. I fully expected Becca to crash out, but instead, she kissed me and told me she knew she could trust me. I was confused, and she explained that she had Sadie DM me to prove my loyalty to her. Apparently, it's a common thing for women to do, especially if they have a conventionally attractive friend who could probably steal anyone's man. I was completely dumbfounded. I thought people only did this stuff in movies, not in real life. I asked Becca if all the anxiety over Sadie was real, or if she had faked that too. She said it was real, but now that she knows I'm loyal to her, she's not worried anymore. She tried to kiss me again, but I pulled away. This might have solved all of her problems, but it created a whole new set of problems for me. I gave her no reason to doubt my loyalty. I never even looked twice at Sadie. I did everything I could to show her how much I cared about her, but it took this fake DM for her to trust me? What if she made another hot friend? Or what if she thought one of my co-workers was conventionally attractive? Would we have to do this all over again? I told her I needed some space. Becca doesn't understand why I've been distant since yesterday. She seems to think everything is resolved since I proved my loyalty. But ironically, I think this may be the breaking point for me in the relationship. I really like Becca, but I can't be with someone who has zero faith in me. If I'm going to stay in a relationship with her, I need to communicate to her how deeply this affected me and make sure that she knows not to do this again. How can I do this without invalidating her feelings and making her turn against me? Now for the top advice before reading the update. Your girlfriend needs professional help. I'd be out of there. Yeah, loyalty testing your boyfriend is not common because it's not normal. It's the sign of someone with either profound insecurities or a super messed up view of relationships. I would run away from this person. You can tell her that while you may have passed her loyalty test, she failed your don't play stupid mind games with your partner test. Exactly this. Plus, it's not a loyalty test. Just because someone doesn't cheat with a friend doesn't mean they won't cheat with someone the partner doesn't know. If someone really is a cheater or prone to cheating, they're most likely not going to cheat with their partner's friend, unless they're really stupid. So it's a stupidity test for both partners. You're stupid to fall for it, and you're stupid to play it. Yup, it's dumb as hell. An ex-boyfriend loyalty tested me by having his average-looking, not-my-type-anyway friend basically sexually harass me at a party with my boyfriend in the same room, in hopes I would, feverishly mount him right in front of everyone? Ex-boyfriend was gushingly proud of me for not taking the bait. It was so insulting, not to mention horribly uncomfortable in the first place. To know what goes through some people's minds. My ex and his friends were all terrible and regularly stole each other's girlfriends. So all his friends tried to hit on me and were just shocked when I turned them all down and said how gross I thought they were for doing that crap. But they never even tried to hide their true personalities. Right after I left him, one sent me a message asking how I felt about fat, hairy, broke, jobless guys. Real catch there. Now for the update. A lot of you have been asking for an update. So here's what happened over the past few days. I read most of the comments, and a lot of people were telling me to drop her or ghost her. Some of you even told me to sleep with Sadie. To be truthful, I was not planning on doing either of those things. Some of you were calling me spineless and saying I had no self-respect, but Becca had so many redeeming qualities, despite the stupid test. I thought she was one of the kindest, smartest, most beautiful, driven people I knew. And even though we'd only been dating for 6 months, she'd been there for me in ways none of my previous partners had. If there were other red flags, I would have just ended it. But there were none, until yesterday. After a couple of days of minimal communication, Becca asked if we could meet up to talk. I had thought out how best to say I understood her anxiety, but that her behavior wasn't acceptable. But I wound up not having to say anything because she apologized. She told me a lot of things about herself and that she knew what she did was wrong, but also hoped I'd understand why she acted that way. It was the first time she'd gotten candid with me about this. For her privacy, I won't go into detail. But let's just say she's been through a lot, and it more than explains, but doesn't excuse her behavior. She even showed me she had booked an appointment with a therapist. I was ready to put this past us, but she let it slip that the account that DM'd me was not actually Sadie, but a bot account she made to impersonate Sadie, and that Sadie had no idea those DMs were sent. This was so appalling to me that I ended things on the spot. I can handle anxiety and other mental health issues, but to impersonate someone online is something I can't move past. Becca tried calling me and texting me a couple of times afterward, but she stopped. Even through her delusion, I think she knows it's over. Genuinely, I wish the best for her. She has some great qualities, but she is seriously messed up in so many ways. I hope she gets the help she needs, but I can't help her anymore. Next story. I cannot stand my girlfriend's gym/food/beauty influencer fake online persona. I met my girlfriend on Hinge about 6 months ago. Of course, people put their best photos up, and I'm always cautious. There are so many filters people use to alter their looks. No, it isn't just angles and lighting and makeup and so on, like people will gaslight you and say it is. Filters do magic. I'm a millennial guy, and my photos are as honest as they get. I have never been in a rush to get dates or felt the need to lie with my pictures. I've been catfished a handful of times, and meeting my current girlfriend was really no different. Her pictures looked sort of like her in real life, but clearly she took some creative liberties. Regardless, we hit it off, and I never brought up her profile made up of pics from her in college. Didn't know that at the time, and for the current photos, she used a slimming filter along with the beauty face slimming filter. The problem? She's got a pretty massive following on TikTok and IG, and promotes a lifestyle and positivity that's clearly made up. She makes a lot of money lying and people eat it up. Does she go to the gym? Yes, for little clips to post. Does she only eat what she cooks in videos? Absolutely not. Most of the time, I eat them since she hates fish and broccoli and rice. Every single video and picture is heavily edited. Even the audio recording software brings her voice pitch up a little bit. She did a weight loss journey for a summer body last year, and she told me how she did it. She used a filter making her slightly larger and drank a ton of milk beforehand to look super bloated, then just casually edited videos over time to look thin. She lost 0 weight during that time, and everyone, and I mean everyone, was complimenting her in the comments. She even manufactured drama in the past for views. I got robbed, and I got catcalled by the gym manager. She has like 7 videos falsely saying some guy hit on her at the gym. Not assaulted her, but like hit on her when it didn't happen. How do I know? She told me. It gets crazy engagement and views. She deletes any negative comments or ones that mention filters. I don't know. I could go on and on and on. Maybe I'm just ranting to say, ladies and gentlemen, please stop believing what you see influencers post. Most of it can be or is lies. I've been getting the courage to ask her to move out, but I'm worried about how she will react. I know she will make posts online and I fear what that may entail. But meh, such is life, I guess. Don't believe any influencer, even if they seem genuine. Lol, you literally don't know them, and you literally cannot tell who is genuine. Edit. Why have I been with her? She's a sweet and funny girl. I really love the time we spend together. She's obsessed with social media though. Anytime we have discussed it, she gets incredibly nasty and turns it into, "You're just jealous because you don't have social media." I literally don't have a personal page on anything and don't care to. I hate how this is how she makes lots of money. Lying. None of it is real. I don't understand why you're dating her. She doesn't sound desirable at all. In hindsight now, I don't know what I was thinking. She's a sweet and amazing person to hang out with. And we had loads of similar interests. I guess I didn't know the extent of her online presence, never cared, until a recent fight. After she rubbed it in my face, I did a look at her profiles and it was something I probably should have done like a time ago. It's someone I don't know. Planning to break up this weekend when she gets back in town. I would do it in a public place and record it if you can. It seems like she is a practiced liar. Yeah, we had our first big fight, and I swear it was a totally different human being. Nothing she said made any sense. You will be the subject of a video when you break up. Yep, I blame myself a bit for maybe not going through her social media and doing more diligence, but meh. The only thing that worries me in this day and age is getting doxxed. I don't care if she makes some, "So my ex and I broke up," but will absolutely lawyer up if my name gets dropped. Last story. It sucks to have a very beautiful best friend. Even if you are good looking yourself, I have never been approached by a guy when we are out because everyone else fades compared to her. She is my best friend and we do everything together. What hurts more is that when she rejects them, only then do the guys look at me. It kills me inside a little bit every time. About 2 months ago, I met a very cute guy at the bar when I was ordering drinks, and my best friend and the rest were trying to find somewhere to sit. He was so cute and easy to talk to. We hit it off, and he gave me his number because I told him that I was going out with my friends that day. We were celebrating a birthday, and I didn't want to be a douche when we agreed it would be a girls' night. We talked for a week, and he was just brilliant. We had so much in common. He said he thought I was beautiful. We were planning on meeting the next Saturday. Friday, I was out with my girlfriends, and we bumped into him and his group of friends. Then I knew it, from the way he looked at her, that it was over for me. I felt like my heart shattered into pieces, and I was completely broken. He was very pleasant with me, but I knew it. He never promised me anything. We never talked about anything flirty, and we only talked for a week, so I did not hold it against him. My best friend was smitten with him. She forgot everyone around her, and he looked like he had just won $1 million. When we left, I told her that I met him a week before, and she just asked me what I knew about him and how he was. It wasn't even in her mind that I liked him because she liked him. They started dating, and it broke me completely. My friend never needed him. She could have anyone she wanted. He probably knew that too, or things just faded because, according to her, he started pulling away and not showing interest. I did not notice because he was great to hang out with as usual. Everyone in our group liked him for her. Yesterday, he said that he wished he never left me for her. So he knew. So he was pursuing me for more than friendship until he met her. It wasn't all in my head how kind and interested he was in me. I didn't say anything. I just nodded. Later he texted me, "I regret not asking you out." I texted him back that he, in fact, did ask me out, but he met my friend the day before we were supposed to meet. He said he was so sorry, and I lied and said that I was never interested anyway. I only lied about not being interested before he met my friend, because my heart has always shut down when they chose my friend over me. He said that me not being interested in him was the hardest thing he'd ever felt, because he had feelings for me. I can't describe my disappointment in this man. He was interested in me, and yet he still chose beauty over feelings. I told him that he disappointed me, and that I had higher thoughts about him, but that I am very glad nothing happened between us because he was not the man I thought he was. He said that I was unfair, because much of his feelings for me developed after spending time with me when he hung out with our friends. My best friend was so angry with me too. She called me jealous. I told her that she knew I met him, and that I got along with him before she and he started going out. She told everyone that he left her for me, which isn't true. She ended things with him after I sent her what he sent me, and I rejected him immediately. I hate to be the type of woman who can't be friends with beautiful women, but I think I need a break from my best friend until my heart heals and I find my peace again. I might be wrong, but would it be possible that your friend enjoys feeling more superior than you? I don't believe that she can't feel your attraction towards the guy at all. Yeah, I have a beautiful best friend. She's stunning, honestly, and if we're out together, she's the one being hit on by guys. However, she's a girl's girl. Maybe I'm clouded by OP's retelling, but her friend does not sound like a girl's girl. Maybe she was just hurt, but it's strange to me that she would have no idea that y'all were planning on a date. I'm not saying cut her out, OP, but keep your eyes open. Despite all that happened, a real friend would have asked you if you liked him. She didn't. Either way, you handled him very well. You did great. I agree with stepping back from your best friend because she didn't care that you had a date the next night. She didn't care that you had been talking to him for a week. She only cared about what she wanted. She's saying all this stuff because she was wrong, and he's just checking to see if you are still available, which you are not.